This land doesn't just exist. It produces. It employs. It feeds families. But what happens when a system looks at this land and values it as if none of this exists? This is not empty land. This is enterprise land. Jobs are created here. Cash flow runs through it. Futures are built on it. Yet, when acquisition comes, the valuation often reflects old registry prices, historical transactions, static numbers, but ignores running business value, future expansion potential, strategic location advantage, emotion layer. For the owner, this is not compensation. This is displacement of an ecosystem. Here's the fundamental disconnect. The system asks, what was this land worth? But the real question is, what is this land capable of generating? That gap is where undervaluation happens. Scenario 1. Accept the offered value. Outcome: immediate liquidity, permanent loss of enterprise, employees displaced, long-term wealth destroyed. Strategic reality: you convert a productive asset into a finite payout. Scenario 2. Resist without structure. Outcome: delays without direction, emotional exhaustion, weak negotiation position. Strategic reality: resistance without leverage rarely changes valuation. Scenario 3. Reframe the asset, high-level strategy. This is where the game changes. Instead of treating land as square feet, it is repositioned as income-generating infrastructure, local economic hub, future growth node. Key strategic levers: demonstrate business turnover linked to land, highlight employment dependency, establish location-driven appreciation potential, introduce replacement cost reality, relocation plus rebuild. Outcome: shift from price negotiation value negotiation, increased compensation potential, stronger bargaining position. In multiple acquisition disputes involving business land, initial offers were based on circle rates past sales. Owners challenged using commercial viability data. Courts and authorities were forced to reconsider when business impact was proven. Future potential was established. Replacement cost was demonstrated. Observed pattern: first offer is equal to baseline. Final outcome is equal to function of resistance plus strategy. Why does undervaluation persist? Because it relies on three assumptions. 1. Time pressure. They will accept quickly. 2. Information gap. They won't challenge valuation logic. 3. Fragmented response. They won't present a unified economic argument. When these assumptions break, the equation changes. The moment the narrative shifts from landowner to enterprise operator losing a revenue engine, everything changes. Now it's no longer about compensation. It becomes about economic displacement, future income loss, systemic impact. This is the real question. If land creates value every single day, why is it valued like it never did? If a business stands on that land, why is the business invisible? And if the system ignores this, who bears the real cost? Undervalued acquisition is not just about numbers. It is about lost opportunity, disrupted livelihoods, invisible economics. And the final truth is, land is not just owned. It performs. The moment that performance is recognized, the negotiation is no longer the same.